Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another song on my CD collection. This is part 75. But before I start, I just want to say this. This will probably be like my last CD collection that I'll show you guys for a while. I just want to take a break. I'll still be doing them, but I just want to take a break and really focus more on reviews because I know some of you guys been asking me to do reviews and shit. So and you know I just want to do that and stuff like that. But when I do my reviews, I like to take my time to actually listen to it, write notes about the song and stuff like that. You know how I get down. But enough of that. Show you guys the rest of the CDs. This is Scarface. Scarface's sixth album called "The Last of the Dying Breed," released in 2000. Known for the singles "Look Into My Eyes," dope video, and "It Ain't Part 2." Funny thing with this album, well, is that not the album itself, but the song "Look Into My Eyes" was actually my introduction to Scarface because I remember seeing that video "Look Into My Eyes" back in like 2000, you know, on Rap City, back when Rap City on BET with Big Tigger, and they used to always play that shit on Rap City, and I was like, oh, this is kind of ill. So yeah, man, so that was like my introduction to Scarface. A little trivia, in case you guys didn't know that, but that was my introduction to him. But yeah, decent album. I got some dope joints, man. This is when he was still with Rap A Lot Records and stuff like that. I think this was the last album that he did with Rap A Lot until he went to Def Jam and recorded the Fix album, which I need to get my hands on. I don't have that, but yeah, dope album. Alright. Then this right here, I'm so glad to find this shit, is the Whiteboys soundtrack, released in 1999. Whiteboys, as you can see, is this movie right here. I've mentioned this movie before in my DVD collection, which I have to do, but I want to wait till I could get the the 15-minute band lifted before I do one of those videos. But this is the soundtrack to that movie. The single of this album is "Come Get It," which features Flipmode Squad, Rod Digger, Rampage, and Lord of Mercy, and DJ Hurricane. All right. Yeah, pretty dope album, man. Dope production. Who was a dub? Big Pun. Raekwon with Respect Power. That's a dope shit. That song I could see that being on like Immobility. Dope album. I don't care what nobody says. It got some dope shit. Got like a nice mixture of East Coast hip hop as well as like Midwest because it takes place in Iowa. Some down south hip hop and shit like that. But yeah, pretty dope soundtrack, a dope movie too. Glad to own this joint right here. They've got this right here, which was to me was a blind buy for me because I never heard of dude. But then I picked it up. I'm glad I bought it and I picked it up. And it's Ron C's fourth album, Raw for Life, released by Ron C, released in 1996. Ron C, based on the information I looked up on him, he's from Dallas, Texas. He's a West Coast gangster rap. He's a down south rapper, but at that time back, especially in the mid-90s, especially in the 90s, early to mid-90s, a lot of hip hop from Texas had like that G-funk influence in the music, and this is no different. So when you listen to it, you would think he's from Cali, but he's not. He's from Dallas, Texas, and it's actually pretty good, man. Dope shit right here. I believe the single off this album is Going Down. I think that's the single off the album. Very, very, very dope. If you guys like mid-90s G-funk hip-hop, then this is albums to check out. I want to get the rest of his albums. I knew he has some albums from like, I think, one that came out in 89, one that came out in 92, one that came out in 94, and one in 98. But glad to own this joint right here. Like I said, it was a blind buy for me, but I ended up liking it. So yeah, Ron C with Raw for Life, released in 1996. Then we got this album right here, Bone Thugs and Harmony's third album, Art of War, released in 1997. You guys should know Bone Thugs and Harmony are. I've mentioned them before. I showed you guys my Creeping on the Come Up EP a while back, one of my early CD collection videos. Then I showed you guys the East Eternal 1999 album. I showed you guys that a while back too. This is a third album, very dope shit right here. In my humble opinion, I think this is the last good Bone Thugs album, in my opinion. I kind of stopped checking for them after this album. Even though I'm not the biggest Bone Thug fan, but I do like some of this shit. You know, especially that early shit. The singles off the album, I believe, are "Look Into My Eyes," I believe it is, and there was another one, don't remember. But one of the biggest song off this album is "Thug Love" featuring Tupac. Oh my god, that shit is fucking tough. That song, that should have been a single, but obviously Tupac died during the making of this album. So, but yeah, dope shit right here. One of the best. A great double disc album is an album that you don't really hear people talk about. Because when people think about double disc album, they always talk about, Wu-Tang Forever, which I love, Life After Death by Biggie, and All Eyes on Me, but they rarely talk about this album. But very dope album, highly recommend. If you guys like Bone Thugs in their prime, then this will be the album to pick up. Alright, this is The Art of War by Bone Thugs and Harmony. This is their third album, released in 1997. So much time. I still got some time. Then we got Coolio's second album, Gangsta Paradise, released in 1995. This is the second album. I showed you guys this It Takes a Thief album that came out in 94. The singles off the album are Gangsta's Paradise, which was like the biggest single of the album. I believe Cruising was a single too, and that's How It Is. I believe not Gangsta's Paradise, and I think Cruising was a single too. This album was okay. I kind of prefer his first album. Production wise, I think it was a lot better, and it was a lot more dirty and more gritty compared to this album. This album was a little bit more. The production was a little bit more polished. It was still G-Funk, but it was a lot more polished compared to the first album. I thought the first album, the production was a lot more gritty and dirty, like I said before. But this is a decent album. This is actually Coolio's best-selling album. So because of that song, Gangsta's Paradise, and that song being on the Dangerous Minds soundtrack, which was a dope soundtrack too. But yeah, Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise, released in 1995. Whew! These next three I've been trying to get for years, and I'm just happy to get these shits. I hope you guys are ready like I am. Let me get a swig of water for this, cause oh my god, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready. Sorry, I'm all dramatic as shit. Kool Rap and DJ Polo's Road to Riches. Been trying to get this album for years. If you guys don't know who Kool Rap and DJ Polo is, I don't know what to tell you. But I did a review on Kool Rap's 456. Definitely check that out. This is the original pressing of Road to the Riches. Production was done by Marley Marl. I mean, Kool Rap being part of the Juice Crew. I mean, this is classic material right here. You got songs like Road to the Riches, which is a single. It's a demo. Truly Yours. I mean, She Loves Me Not. Cold Cuts, Poison, Butcher Shop, Cars. I mean, this whole album is fucking dope. Unfortunately, it's not the double disc Traffic edition that I wanted. I've been trying to get that for years. It's funny because I clicked on, I went on Amazon and that's where I bought it at, and I figured 2006, and for some reason I thought I bought the 2006 version, but I actually ended up getting this version. I paid a little bit of money for this, but it was definitely worth the money. This album usually goes for a lot of money online. Usually goes like $30 and up, 40, 50. It just depends. Especially the Traffic edition that I want. Yeah, it usually goes for a lot. It usually goes for like 80, 90, $100 and shit like that. But yeah, it's Road to the Riches by Kool Rap and DJ Polo. It was released in 1989. So glad I own this joint right here. Now, to make up for that, this next one makes up for this. Are you guys ready for this? Kool Rap and DJ Polo's second album, Wanted Dead or Alive. This is the Traffic edition. This is the version that I wanted for years, and I finally got it. I got it off Amazon for a decent price. It was a little pricey, but it was definitely worth the money. Because getting this online, expect to pay at least $90 to $100 for this shit right here. And I'm not spending that kind of money on that album. on an album like that. You know, even though I love this album, um, this is their second album. You know, and this album has a lot of controversy because you know, because Lost Professor did the production in the whole album except for Rikers Island and I think Jive Talk. Those are the only ones, and I think Death Wish he didn't do. I'm not sure, but the rest of the songs he did. It's very controversial because Lost Professor did the majority of the beats, but he didn't get credit. Eric B got the production credit and stuff like that. And the same thing goes for Let the Rhythm Hit Him, which Lost Professor did the majority of the production, but he never got credit for that. But the singles of this album is Streets of New York, Erase Racism, which that song, in my opinion, very relevant to today. You know, definitely right, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter, with the Dallas, Texas shit going on, and the whole police brutality shit that's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely recommend checking this album out. If you're gonna own this album, this is the best way to own this album. That's just my opinion. If you can get your hands on it, because it usually goes for a lot of money. I ended up spending, I think, like $30 for this shit, but it was definitely worth the money. But I'm glad to own it. This is Wanted Dead or Alive by Kool's Rap. This was released in 1990. This is the 2007, the 2000 reissue. And last but not least, this is an album I've been trying to get for years, and I hope you guys are ready for this. Bumpy Knuckles' second album, aka Freddie Foxx's second album, called Crazy Like a Fox. This was released in 1994. This is the 2008 reissue. Funny story with this album is that the singles off the album are So Tough. That's the single off the album. Funny story with this album is that I had the opportunity of getting this album back in 2008 when it came out. Right? It was a store called Specs. Specs was like it was affiliated with Transworld, which is, you know, the umbrella for FYE and stuff like that. So in other words, Specs was the sister store of FYE, but they're no longer in business. I think they have one in like Puerto Rico or some shit like that, and I think Hawaii as well. But that was like it's like a South Florida chain or whatever. But anyways, I went to that store, and that's where I used to get like my rare shit, like one of the stores. And you know, they had it, but for some reason I didn't pick it up. For some reason, I think because I didn't have the money, or I thought like I had the money, but I was like, it was like one of those things like where I know I'll pick it up, you know, later on, so I'll come out the next week. Long and behold, it's been a couple of weeks that I didn't go back to the store, and it was saying like, oh, the store's going out of business, and my dumbass didn't go back and get the fucking CD, and long and behold, that store went out of business, and that shit went long out of print, and goes for a stupid amount of money, and I was so pissed, man. But then somebody on Facebook, in a group that I'm part of, let me see what something got left, that I'm part of on Facebook, sent the link in the group, and it's like, yo, new copies of that album, and I jumped on that shit. I think it was like $24.99. I was like, I definitely have to pick that shit up, so I bought it. It's in great condition. I mean, fucking love that shit right there, man. And it's crazy too because this album was shelved. It was supposed to come out back in 1994, but it got shelved by Epic Records because I guess like in the intro, he said like in the intro of the DITC demo version, he was just saying how Epic Records felt like the album was like too grimy, too dark and shit like that. So so that's why it never came out. You know, it didn't fit there. It was too street for them, so that's probably why. But it's funny because they had Epic Street, and then they dropped Kool Rap's 456, and granddad I used lead pipes, so I thought that was kind of funny. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad to own those joints right there. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.